Welcome to Gearhaven. This is a gentle fantasy story from the world of the detective Glint, where mysteries are solved with kindness instead of fear. Find a comfortable place to rest and let the Lanternlight guide you. The fog arrived before dawn. Not thick, not heavy, persistent. By the time the city stirred awake, it had not lifted. Lanterns remained lit longer than usual. Shopkeepers opened their doors more quietly, as if raising their voices might disturb something fragile. Detective Glint noticed the change immediately. His boots moved more softly through the streets, sound absorbed by the mist. The fog curled around doorways and windows, never entering, never retreating. "I didn't mean to overstay," the fog said gently. "I just felt welcome." Glint listened. Morning routines adapted without complaint. Breakfast tables were drawn closer to windows. Steam from mugs blended with the mist outside, blurring the line between indoors and out. Conversation slowed. Time loosened its grip. No one panicked. But as the morning wore on, uncertainty began to whisper. "What if it doesn't leave?" someone asked. "What if the day never starts properly?" Glint remained still. The fog did not want to stay forever. It wanted to be noticed. He suggested something simple. Let the morning be different. No rushing brooms, no forced schedules, no pretending nothing had changed. The city agreed, quietly. People lingered over breakfast. Shops opened when they were ready. Streets moved at half their usual pace, and nothing broke because of it. By midday, the fog began to thin. By afternoon, it drifted toward the harbor, lighter now, satisfied. The next morning was clear, but the city felt altered. People walked a little slower. Conversations lingered a little longer. The memory of the fog remained, not as inconvenience, but as permission. Before leaving the square, Glint wrote in his casebook, "Some interruptions are invitations to notice what we usually rush past." The city returned to its rhythm, just not quite as hurried as before. Glint did not leave the square when the fog began to thin. Instead, he stayed long enough to watch how the city reacted to its return. The mist did not vanish all at once. It lifted in slow ribbons, drifting away as if reluctant to break the quiet it had helped create. People noticed. Someone lingered over an empty cup, even though the fog was nearly gone. A shopkeeper paused before rearranging their display, taking an extra moment before the day reclaimed its usual pace. The fog watched, pleased. "I never meant to interrupt," it said. "I just wanted to be included." Glint nodded. "You were?" he replied. As the afternoon stretched on, the city resumed its rhythm, but gently. Steps were slower. Conversation stayed unhurried. The memory of the morning clung to the streets like warmth after a fire is burned low. Later that week, the fog returned again, only briefly, just long enough for breakfast tables to gather near windows and for people to remember how it felt to begin the day without urgency. No one complained this time. They recognized the pattern. The fog did not stay long. It didn't need to. Its purpose had been understood. On his way home, Glint passed through the square once more. The air was clear, the lanterns unlit, but something remained. A softness the city had not known it was missing. Before closing his casebook, Glint wrote one final line. "Some moments arrive not to delay us, but to teach us how to begin." Glint paused at the edge of the square before leaving. The city was fully awake now, yet something of the morning remained. People did not rush as they usually did. They adjusted coats more slowly. They lingered just a moment longer before turning corners. The fog had gone, but its lesson had not. Some days begin best when they're allowed to arrive gently. Glint closed his casebook and moved on, certain that the city would remember this morning long after the air had cleared. Thank you for spending this time in Gearhaven. If you enjoyed this gentle mystery, you'll find more stories waiting in the playlist. Until next time, keep your lantern close and rest well.